Sometimes when I'm about to film a YouTube video, I get an inspiration to film something else, and that just happened. I was prepping for one thing, and I thought to myself, why not do a review on REFY Beauty? This brand is just popping up all over the place in my emails from my job and also just on my Instagram and TikTok feeds. I've purchased some of these products myself. I have been gifted some of these products by REFY, and I went to one of their events in Dubai in January, just before the whole geopolitical conflict started. This brand is founded by an entrepreneur slash beauty influencer named Jess Hunt. I always thought she was Australian, but it turns out that she's actually English. And it's not just her brand. She co-founded it with another lady who is an entrepreneur. Her name is Jenna Meek. Sorry, just looking at my notes. And the brand is just all about that clean girl aesthetic that's trending all over social media. It's a modern beauty that's there to enhance your features, not transform them. Sleek, minimal packaging. You can see lots of neutral tones. And you know what? I am in the mood to review it. So we're going to dive right into it. But first, I just want to say hi. My name is Lauren O'Connell. I am the beauty editor at Cosmo Middle East Magazine. I am 43 years old, a breast cancer survivor, finally getting my hair back. And I'm a mom of 2 teens, and you can see my little baby in the background. That's my doodle Teddy. He is taking probably his 5th nap of the day, but you know, he's here for moral support. And we're going to look through the REFY brand. There's a few products in here I love that I think are great for women, especially in their 40s plus, that are dealing with menopause, perimenopause. I've been in menopause for 2 years. And then there's some products that I would say absolutely pass on. The first one is their version of a foundation. Now they are calling this a skin base. I have shade 130N, and I have been using this quite a bit. This came to me, it was given to me through PR. The product had just come out, and what I noticed right away is that it has just this nice little palette on top to dip your sponge or your makeup brush into to collect the product. I really love that. And I would have bought this one on my own had it not come to my house so quickly. Normally, as a beauty editor, I do get a lot of products sent to me, but because I'm just such a makeup person and skincare person and hair care person, etc., I tend to just buy ahead of time anyways because I don't want to wait and I just want to see what all the hype is about, what the product is about, you know, the whole thing. So what I liked about this base right away, or I would call this more of a skin tint than a base. I don't know what base really means, but it doesn't mask your skin. It just slightly enhances it. It gives your skin just a little bit of a shine, a little bit of coverage, and it is buildable, so you can build it up from, I would say, a very light coverage to somewhere along the light medium range. But it does have lots of great ingredients in it to really just reinforce your skin barrier, to give your skin a nice dose of hydration, and just give your skin a little bit of a finished look. So you have something on your skin, but it doesn't look like you're really wearing foundation. This to me is just the definition of a skin tint. And I really like this. I told my daughter, who's 16, that she probably would love this product as well. Now, normally I don't apply foundations with brushes. I'm such a sponge person, but it did come, they sent me this sponge along with the product. This brush along with the product. And I found that I really like how this brush works with this skin tint. And it really does just get the product into my skin. I may have put a little bit too much there now on the top, but it works. It doesn't make me streaky. It doesn't make me look like I have some sort of foundation mask on, and it does just nicely blend the product into my skin. Now, I think that's, I don't know what that was. Oh, it's right here. I have a little hair on my head. Oh, I don't know what that was. So I'm just gonna keep brushing this in, but you can see already just from when I started the video to now, It's just given my skin a nice little even coverage, but my skin still looks like skin. For me, on a day-to-day basis, this is the type of makeup product I like on my skin. I don't like to wear heavy foundations. I used to wear heavy foundations, but as I'm getting older, for me, just less is more. And stuff that looks more natural is just much more my speed. Now, I don't even know if they make a concealer. I don't think they do. But what I'm going to do is just put a little bit extra of this tint on the smaller part of this brush and just put it in my under eye area. And for reference, I have dry skin, normal to dry skin, and I have a full morning skincare routine on my face right now. Don't go anywhere without my skincare, lots of SPF, and this is actually the SPF I use, Supergoop Play. I just have one sitting on my desk because I like to reapply it throughout the day. But you can see that this just sits really nicely on top of my skin. It really does actually, I would say, melt into the skin. Skin still looks like skin. I think this is a fantastic product. I really like this skin base. This is such a great product. And for me, the icing on the cake is just this little palette that's on top. It does get a little bit messy, easy to clean, but I just like this system. This works so well for me, and I feel like this is the clean girl aesthetic. This is the modern packaging, and it's a fantastic, fantastic skin tint. If you are looking for a skin tint this summer, check this one out. Ingredients in it are fabulous. There's no pro-drying alcohols. There's no fragrance. There's no perfume. I don't remember seeing any endocrine disruptors on the ingredients list. And yeah, I love this one. It's a great one. And if you are looking for a brush, this is a really nice foundation brush. Normally, I don't like it when brushes are dual-ended because I like to put them in a cup of some sort, but I am in my office, I'm at my desk, and I have these big drawers, and I do have, I'll show you actually, I have just lots of these types of little bins. This one is full of eye products, but I just put it right into one of them and works out just fine. So moving on, this one I bought a while ago. This is a blush. The shade is Malaya, and it's their cream blush. Now, this packaging to me, I have a friend that thinks it's just very classy and very elevated and stuff. I think it's a little bit cheap looking, but it didn't stop me from buying the product, but I wouldn't say that I think that this is elevated packaging by any means. I thought the blush was pretty though. It looked nice and natural, and I wanted to give it a try. The compact has just, just a mirror, which I'll never use. And it just has a little bit of just typical plasticky type of look. It's not anything I would design, but I mean, I guess it goes with the whole brand, and this is it. So the formula of the blush is quite nice. It's, as you can see, quite pigmented, and it does blend into the skin very easily, and it just looks pretty. I'm gonna go in with this same brush and just kind of brush it into my face. So I'm gonna add a little bit more, maybe with no. And I do like the blush. Do I reach for it all the time? Absolutely not. But it is a nice blush. It's not anything special. It's nothing compared to this skin tint. But if you are looking for a cream blush that's not on the drying side, this is a good one. I'll just do my other cheek now to make it more even. Usually when I like a product, I'll go back and buy several more in different shades just because I really like the formula and I like the way it wears on my skin. I like the finish. I never went back and bought any more of this. So for me, this blush is more of a miss, but it's not bad. It's just not great. So it just gives a nice little hint, a nice little flush. I guess as I'm sitting back in my chair and looking, I can, I think it looks nice, but it's that enhancing, it's not transforming. And usually when I wear blush, I think I like to go a little bit bigger with my blush, so maybe that's the issue. Now, moving on, there is the mascara. And the mascara this was gifted to me. I would never buy this. And let me show you why. This is the mascara wand. This is the head, the brush. You can see that it has some longer bristles at the very end, and then they go quite small up to the tip. Let me see if I can get this to focus. Now, I have gone through chemotherapy, and I do not have great lashes. I'm on hormone therapy right now. I've been in a forced chemical menopause for 2 years, and my lashes are barely existent. When I was prior to having breast cancer, my lashes were much better than they are now, but I've never had great lashes. Ironically, my youngest brother has the most beautiful long lashes I've ever seen. And of course, he says he could care less about his lashes. I don't know why he got those lashes, but me, not so much. So a brush like this is going to work really well if you already have beautiful, long, thick lashes. If you are trying to get that effect with mascara, this is not the wand that you want to have, because this is not going to do anything. It's just going to lightly coat the lashes you have with a bit of color. Years ago, Clinique had a mascara. It was called Pretty Lashes. And I remember seeing that mascara back when I lived in Chicago, which was in 2005, 2006, 2007. No, 2008. Sorry. 2005 to 2008, I lived in Chicago. I live in Dubai now. But I remember I would always, go into the different department stores, and I was always on these blogs reading about makeup products, and the Clinique Pretty Lashes would come up from time to time. And it was always described as a mascara that would just make your lashes look pretty, but not do anything to them. And that's what I thought of when I saw this one, because I did try this and it was an absolute joke. It did nothing for me. So if you have beautiful lashes, you might like this if you want to just have a pretty lash look. If you need your mascara to actually do some work for you, pass this one up. And this is called the Lash Sculpt. So not for me. But I do like the lip balms. And this lip balm is in the color Suede. This one was gifted to me. The next one I show you, I bought. And it does get a little bit messy. I cleaned this right before this video, and I can see some has already come out again. So it's not the tidiest lip balm, but the color of it is nice, and the formula is really nice as well. See, it's nice. The lip balm is very thick and it's not sticky at all. And it feels like it's going to really moisturize my lips while I'm wearing it and just make them feel super soft. I love the color that it gives. It has just this, it's, quite a deep shade, but I like deep shades on my lips, and I think it just looks very pretty. It looks very polished. It very much has that clean girl aesthetic, very minimal, and I think that this is a great lip balm. It does get a little messy, so if you are someone that just wants everything to be super tidy all the time, you will find yourself cleaning this one off, but this is a great, great product. The next product is let's see, 2 left. This one is a brow sculpt, and they gave it to me in the shade Clear. I would never buy a clear brow gel because my brows are quite light to begin with, but this brand is known for their brow products. The founder, Jess Hunt, she has very large eyebrows that she does up in very much, to me, like an Instagram-y type of way. That's her aesthetic and what she's known for. So I believe the brand first came out, or they really platformed their brow products. I'm going to quickly off camera just put on a little bit of a brow pencil. This is my favorite one. It's by Anastasia of Beverly Hills. This is a new one. It's called the Arch of Brow Pencil. And then on top of that, I'll put on this brow gel. Okay, so I put on just a little bit of my brow pencil, and now I'm going to use this brow gel to sculpt my eyebrows. I feel like it's a bit goopy, so typically I like to go with a tinted brow gel just to give my brows a little bit more bulk to them. I do have powder brows done, which is sort of an alternative to microblading. It's a much more natural one. After I went through chemo, my brows just did not come back through. So this is just the brow sculpt. Let me just look at it in my mirror here. I don't think it's really done anything for me. Maybe if I had really thick, big eyebrows, it would help the hair, you know, to kind of almost like hair gel for the brows. But for someone like me, I'm just not seeing much. So I never reached for this product. So far, I do really like this one though. The other ones just aren't for me. Now, the last product is one that I bought. I saw this online and I had to have it. Before I put this on though, I'm gonna show you what it is in just a minute. I wanna just put some eye makeup on to balance out the look. Otherwise, it's just, I'm gonna look crazy. So be right back. I put on just a touch of eye makeup, just some mascara and a little bit of these really nice, I don't know, where did they go? Oh my gosh. I don't even know where I put them. I'm looking in my drawers. Here they are. Just these Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil, or not pencil, they're like a crayon eyeshadow. And I have a bunch of them. I was gifted them, but they're quite nice and they don't burn my eyes. Sometimes I find with the eyeshadow pencils, there's something in them that burns my eyes. The Nude Sticks ones do, but these ones don't. So I now am going to do the last product I have, which is this one. This is called the lipstick. The shade is Mulberry and it is intense. It's also messy. I tried to clean this earlier and it was so messy. And then I thought, you know what? I should actually show everyone how messy this product can get. But the color is great and it's really great, or I should say the formula is great. It's great if you want to be photographed. I don't think that this is something I would really wear too much out of the house or definitely not going out to dinner because of just the mess that it creates. But I did buy this one, and when this came to Dubai, these just sold out right away, and this color was really hard to get. I do like dark lipsticks though. I love dark lips. You know what I'll do? Just because before I said I would never use the mirror, I'm gonna use it right now to put on this lipstick. And here we go. You can see, gosh, how do I get this to, nope. Let's see, will that, oh God, here we go. Nope. Oh my goodness. What a world-class YouTube video this is. Okay, whatever. So I'm gonna put it on my lips. I did 2 squirts and so much came out. So I'm actually gonna have to take some of this off because this is gonna be way too intense. It does require a little bit of work here. This is not an easy product to use, which is why I never use it. But I do think this color is nice. If you tend to have lipsticks bleed on you, you will have a lot of problems with this one. Don't buy it. A lot of product comes out in it. So I guess you could think that you get a lot of bang for your buck, but if you want to be photographed in something, I think that this would photograph beautifully because it is so rich and it is a beautiful um, texture. The texture of it is so nice. It's rich, it's creamy, it's incredibly pigmented. It's not something that you could just put on without paying attention to what you're doing. It will be all over your face. I can tell you now that it's on, it feels very creamy, but it feels light. It doesn't feel thick at all. It feels great, but I also think that, and I noticed that most of these shades in this range are quite deep. This is something I would never feel comfortable wearing out because I just feel like there's way too much potential for it to get messy on my face. So overall with REFY, the brand really is, I would not say that it's 100% for me. The type of woman it's going for isn't necessarily me, but it does have some gems in it. And I do think the gem really is, this skin tint is phenomenal. I love the way my skin looks right now. And I do also really like the lip gloss. This is called the Tinted Lip Gloss, and the shade I had was Suede. These are my two favorites in the brand and the ones I think worth buying. This is just, it's too much. It's too messy. The brow gel just, I don't think it really does anything for me. The brush is nice. If you are looking for a brush, it's a good one. I would recommend getting it if you want to spend a little extra money on a brush. The mascara, no way, unless you naturally have really long, beautiful, thick lashes that you just want to lightly tint and to enhance them. And the cream blush is fine, but there's so many other cream blushes on the market that I would reach for and buy before I ever repurchase this one. So that's my honest review on REFY, and it's certainly not a review where I'm saying everything is great, because I'm not. But I do think that there are some gems in this brand, and I think they're worth looking into. I will tag down below the products that I liked. The ones that I did not like, I won't tag because honestly, I don't think there's any point to it. Let me know if you like this series. Let me like this video. I'm thinking about making it into a series. And if you have any other brands that you'd like me to try out, let me know. Put it down in the comments. I read all the comments, and I'm always looking for new ideas. If you're wondering what my morning skincare routine is, what I use to prep my skin before putting on that skin base, it's actually a great morning routine for those in perimenopause and menopause, or those that are premenopausal and aren't even thinking about that. And you can find that video right here.